Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor fakes medical setback, goes to extremes to split Kyle and Claire. The Young and the Restless Y&R spoilers reveal that Victor Newman Eric Braeden may fake a medical setback and go to extremes in his plot to blow up Kyle Abbott Michael Mealer and Claire Newman's Haley Aaron relationship. Although Victor can't force Claire to do what he wants, he could certainly manipulate her into seeing things his way. Y&R fans know Victor was injured thanks to his recent face-off with Ian Ward-Ray Wise, so he's had some weak and agitated moments during his recovery. Victor's ordeal shook up his family since they could have lost him if things had turned out differently. At some point, Victor might decide to use that to his advantage and lean into some faux medical complications. It's easy to imagine Victor faking a heart attack or at least pretending to collapse as part of his plan. Perhaps Victor could stage a big medical setback in front of Claire. Victor might provoke Kyle into their worst showdown yet and make it seem like Kyle's the one who brought all this on. Kyle may finally decide he's had enough and unleash his fury like never before. As Kyle gets in Victor's face and rages, Victor could keel over and give Claire a front row seat to the whole thing. Claire has assured Kyle that she won't let Victor stand in the way of their romance, but her grandpa's medical crisis might change her mind. It could perhaps leave Claire re-evaluating her priorities and lead to her deciding it's just not worth it. If Claire feels like her romantic choices are going to send Victor into an early grave, she may determine that she can't have that on her conscience. Claire might tell Kyle that she can't do that to her family and insist they can't keep adding to Victor's stress like this. If Kyle dares to suggest Victor is faking it, Claire might be offended and gain another reason to push him away. Kyle might have the right idea if Victor indeed pulls off a faux medical setback, so Claire could end up furious with Victor if the truth comes out later. Whatever the case, Victor has faked medical ordeals to manipulate family members before. Claire might get the full Newman treatment here and receive a lesson of just how far Victor is willing to go sometimes. Our predictions hint that Claire has some troubling news ahead, so we'll keep you posted on any hospital trips Victor might make to dupe her. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victor will do everything in his power to tear Kyle and Claire apart, so stay tuned for updates on all his scheming. In a shocking twist that will leave the Young and the Restless viewers on the edge of their seats, the formidable Victor Newman is about to make a drastic move, pulling the strings behind the scenes in ways no one could have predicted. In his ongoing battle for control of his family and the future of Newman Enterprises, Victor is known for pulling out all the stops, and this time, he's willing to go to extreme lengths. According to the latest spoilers, Victor will fake a medical setback, one that could send shockwaves through the Newman family and impact several lives, especially the blossoming relationship between Kyle Abbott and Claire Newman. Victor's grand scheme, a setback that isn't what it seems. Victor's health has been a source of concern for many viewers over the years, with the aging patriarch facing various medical struggles. While some believe that Victor's past health problems may have finally caught up with him, the upcoming storyline is taking things in an unexpected direction. The spoilers suggest that Victor will fake a major health crisis, possibly a heart attack or stroke that will have the entire family on edge. But here's the twist: it's all a ruse. The mastermind behind this shocking turn of events is none other than Victor himself, whose true intention is far more sinister than just worrying his family. Victor's ultimate goal is to drive a wedge between Kyle and Claire, and the faked medical emergency is just the beginning of his manipulation. Victor has always been a protector of his family's legacy, particularly when it comes to his beloved Newman Enterprises. But as his children, particularly Nick and Victoria, carve out their own paths, Victor has become increasingly desperate to ensure the future of the company is in the right hands. With Kyle Abbott, who has been growing closer to the Newman family through his romantic relationship with Claire, in the picture, Victor sees a threat, someone who could undermine everything he has worked for. As Victor watches Kyle and Claire's bond grow stronger, he knows that if the couple's relationship thrives, it could potentially steer Claire away from the Newman name and their shared business empire. Victor's manipulative tactics, a dangerous game. When it comes to manipulating those around him, Victor Newman is a master. His experience with playing the long game, using his wealth, power, and influence, has made him a formidable foe to anyone who dares to stand in his way. In this upcoming storyline, Victor will use his faked health crisis to his advantage, pulling strings from behind the scenes and playing on his family's emotions. At first, Victor's medical setback will appear legitimate. His children will rally around him, deeply concerned for their father's well-being. Victoria will likely be the first to drop everything and rush to his side, while Nick may feel compelled to take a leave of absence from his own ventures to support his father. Meanwhile, the rest of the Newman family, including Ashley and Adam, will be caught in a whirlwind of uncertainty, wondering just how serious Victor's condition truly is. But as the storyline unfolds, cracks will begin to appear in Victor's facade. Claire, having grown close to the Newman family but still holding on to her own independent streak, will be skeptical of the situation. As she begins to ask questions and dig deeper, she'll start to suspect that there's more to Victor's health scare than meets the eye. Kyle, always the protective boyfriend, will be caught in a moral dilemma as he tries to navigate the increasingly tense atmosphere. Kyle and Claire's relationship on the brink. Victor's manipulation won't stop at just faking a medical setback. He will use every ounce of his power to create tension between Kyle and Claire, hoping that their relationship will crumble under the pressure. Claire, caught in the middle of her loyalty to her family and her feelings for Kyle, will face immense emotional turmoil as Victor's actions tear at the very foundation of her relationship. Kyle, however, won't be easily swayed. His love for Claire runs deep, and he has always been willing to fight for her. But Victor's interference will force him to make tough decisions about how far he is willing to go to protect Claire and his own future. As the tension between the Newmans intensifies, Kyle will find himself questioning his place within the family and whether his love for Claire is worth the growing animosity from Victor. In one pivotal moment, Victor will corner Kyle, planting seeds of doubt about his future with Claire. He'll use subtle manipulation, suggesting that Claire is too enmeshed with her family to ever fully commit to him and that their relationship will eventually fall apart due to the conflicting interests of their families. Victor's goal is to have Kyle question his commitment to Claire, making him doubt whether their relationship is truly sustainable in the face of the overwhelming power dynamics at play. The family reactions, alliances tested. As Victor's ruse unfolds, the reactions from his family members will be a mixture of shock, anger, and disbelief. While some may initially rally around him, others will begin to question his motives. Victoria, who is always eager to take the reins of Newman Enterprises, might initially see this as a golden opportunity to strengthen her position in the family. But as she digs deeper into the situation, she'll begin to see the cracks in her father's story. Nick, on the other hand, will be deeply torn. His bond with his father has always been a complicated one, and as he witnesses Victor's manipulations up close, he'll struggle with his own loyalty to his family versus his desire to protect those he loves. Adam, always the wild card, may not react the way anyone expects. He could see this as a chance to prove himself and challenge Victor's dominance, possibly siding with Kyle and Claire as a way to undermine his father. This unexpected alliance could prove to be one of the most shocking twists of all, leaving the Newman family divided like never before. Claire's role in the battle. Claire's position in this storyline is crucial. As someone who has always been a force of independence, Claire will not take kindly to Victor's attempts to manipulate her and interfere in her relationship with Kyle. She's proven in the past that she's not easily swayed by family pressure, but Victor's tactics are designed to break her down emotionally. The question remains, will Claire crumble under Victor's pressure, or will she fight back and stand firm in her love for Kyle? As Victor's health crisis continues to unfold, Claire will become more and more determined to uncover the truth. Her resilience will be tested as she uncovers the web of lies Victor has woven. The ultimate showdown between Claire and Victor will be nothing short of epic, with both parties determined to come out on top. The fallout, what's next for Kyle and Claire in the end? The consequences of Victor's machinations will reverberate far beyond his own family. Will his plan succeed in driving a wedge between Kyle and Claire, or will the couple's bond prove unbreakable? As The Young and the Restless moves forward, fans can expect a dramatic confrontation that could alter the course of many characters' futures. With Victor's manipulative schemes reaching new heights, the stakes have never been higher, and only time will tell whether Kyle and Claire's love story will survive the storm.